Blessings to you. Welcome to Artist Impact. I'm your host, Jere B. This show is all about great music of every genre. We highlight, feature, and critique singers, bands, musicians, poets, and rappers from our local region and from all over the world. Most you may have never heard of before, but we bring them right to your door to encourage them and to see how we can impact their career. Now, helping me to do this is our Impact Panel, or as I like to call them, our panel of love. These are all entertainment professionals, and what they're going to do is review and critique the two artists we are presenting in this episode and see if in some way, somehow, they can make an impact. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. But let's introduce today's panel. And making his second appearance on Artist Impact, none other than the Trumboyer himself. This is P-Funk, Maceo, Chuck Brown, Prince. I don't know who he hasn't been with, but Brother Greg, how you doing, man?
Doing fine, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing excellent, man. I'm so glad that you could join us tonight. And my personal music marketing coach, yes, I have to say it, the Fame Hackers own Izzy Bedoye, rocking it out. How you doing, dear heart?
Hey, Jere B, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you are. And listen, you ever heard of Purple Throne? If you haven't, you need to tonight, making his debut as a panelist. This is Aziz M. digital record label extraordinaire. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? How are you?
So
Everybody's
grateful
great
that you're joining us, man. And so let's go into Greg, who, man, I got to tell you, with all of the artists, iconic and otherwise, that you've worked with, let's just take Chuck Brown, Maceo Parker, George Clinton, and Prince. What's the common thread that you learned working with all of those artists?
Professionalism and appearance. As Maceo put it, you don't want to look like you just came right off to the street after working under the car and step up on stage. You're not showing respect for the people that pay tickets for you. And, you know, that goes without saying. But everybody's straight professionalism and appearance.
Those are two excellent qualities, man. Well, like I said before, I'm so glad that you're hanging out with us tonight, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And Izzy, I meant that when I said it, my personal music marketing coach, what is the first thing that you tell any artist who just dropped their first single? What is the number one thing that they should be concerning themselves with?
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
TikTok.
That's an inside joke. That's an inside joke. But is that the first thing you tell? Get on TikTok, right?
Yeah, social media, like any form of short form video, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, whatever platform of your choice, just start posting short form because that's going to perform the best.
Wow. Excellent. Well, I'm so glad this is your second time here. Thank you for hanging out with us again.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And Aziz, my new best friend, brother, with everything that just dropped in the crypto world recently, what are you doing to make sure that your network, that you concern yourself with the artists and whatnot, know that this is a very, very solvent industry and they should consider continuing moving in this direction?
Well, we just make sure that, we have, solid base of artists and a solid base of investors. And, as long as they're comfortable, as long as our artists are comfortable, we don't get caught up in the volatility of the crypto markets.
That's good. Purple Throne is good to go.
Good to go. 100%.
100. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, brother.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. And we're so grateful to go down to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love, where Fred Lane rocks the mic like an absolute champion. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, everything is good, man.
Absolutely. Well, tell me this, man. I'm so grateful for the music that you sent us. How would you describe your music?
Well, I create entertainment for believers in Jesus Christ to feel motivated when they're faced with life challenges. My music is meant to inspire people and to teach people and to just help them through life's challenges.
That's excellent. Well, I love your sound. I love your flow. and I want to get to it right now. Is that cool with you?
That's cool with me.
Excellent.
Yo, elite rhyme, whenever I speak mine, I make the heat climb, it's all by design. I go in like doing recon, precise and raw each time I step up the bat. The Great Commission is my mission, with precision I rap with the purpose to win every soul on earth's surface. Till they praise God in the street, cause I filled up all the churches. Tell me what your worth is. Yo, matter of fact, I tell you what your worth is. God sent his son to die to save you and I. Hopefully now you can see your value. I couldn't allow you to think that you are lesser than, cause if in Christ you're resting in no questioning, you're blessed by him. Flee from the mess of sin that cleaves to the flesh of them that do Satan's aggressive whim. They hotels for demons, shameful how they days in. See in the land of the law, show to and fro you'll get tossed. And whatever that your addiction is will stand as your boss. That'll work you like a machine to all you feel is exhaust. Your sin's a boss that won't be satisfied to death, get your draws. But even when you at your worst, still Jesus Christ calls. Repent of your sins, make Christ your Lord, and in him start living. Cause one cross plus 3 nails equals forgiven. Never forget it. Jesus is the hand, I am just his glove, a reborn recipient of his precious love, not by flesh or blood, but by the Holy Spirit. Each lyric is like a garrison of troops on hip-hop loops, such an unwavering force, you can't dismay or coerce. Sure is the right time to write rhymes, conveying the source material, so here we go. Yo, Jesus rose from his burial, coupled with the fact he defeated hell. What a miracle that took place, God's good grace saved me, made me his bookcase, meaning his word is in me, and his word is not so friendly. I fight the good fight, walk in the light, this word won't bend me. In the Son of God's name, I pray you stand strong under pressure. If you are who you say you are, get prepared, this word gon' test you. Fix your eyes on God, who gave us faith by the measure. Your mother and father don't know the vision that God put in you. On your road to your goals, if you should fall, get up, continue. I made up my mind, nothing's gonna stop the Fred Lane. My life is non-fungible, I'm on Yeshua's blockchain, and I've came to plant the seed. Seek the Lord and be blessed. If his word is in your heart, make his will manifest. You know the rest. Peace and love. Pro devotion when I'm engrossed in forming lyrics with the flow and motion that of an ocean. Cause baby, I made the shine like products that's made by Godox. When you following Jesus Christ, ain't no such thing as a roadblock. And I'm moving like Juggernaut with the metal ski mask on the path the living God has craft for me to travel on. Now listen to me clearly as I rock this joint, cause these bars, yo, I just want to perform, not your norm. I undergo and learning lessons and learn my lesson. Correction God gives his child, so his plans for their lives can be living now. I'm from South Philly, a section known as the Road. The wisdom I garner from his corners has more value than gold. One night as a team with my homies on this corner we sat. My boy next to me, we all watched his mom snort crack. We didn't laugh and make jokes about him or his folks. We saw the hurt and pain burn in his face, so none of us spoke. His mama nostril filled with cook up, didn't notice a look up to see her son across the street sitting salty and shook up and embarrassed. That night I learned not to be careless, cause your practice infraction could be your loved one's distraction. And everybody knows that words don't speak loud as actions. Within every move I make, I pray you see Jesus' passion. Praise God.
And that's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, Fred Lane rocking the mic like an absolute champion. Greg, what do you think?
I dug it. I give it a thumbs up simply because it harkens back to a period in hip hop that I would like to call the last great era. And I don't want to come off as a snob, but I like the fact that the music is authentic. It doesn't sound like it was bought out of a can or on the back of a phone card down at the local liquor store or anything. It was straight up authentic hip hop, pulse, rhythm, cadence, all of that was right there. It's gonna grow legs and go somewhere.
Very, very cool. Izzy, your first impression?
Yeah, it was really good. Love the message behind it. And yeah, you're very talented.
Excellent. Aziz, what do you got to say real quick?
Love the positive energy. I love the the message. I just thought the bars were a little bit subpar.
We'll get all into that because, Greg, you're going to go in deeper. Let them know what you got to say, brother.
Well, first off, I thought that it was authentically Philly. You know, it kind of has positioned itself as a neo-soul hub in this industry, but you have made it so you get that aspect of it as well as the industrial side of it. I could tell by the ring, I could tell by the video, the rawness of it. What made you do that? That angle, the lyrics, and all of that. What was your inspiration for all of that?
Well, I had to be true to where I'm from, Philly. You know what I mean? Yeah. The whole environment of Philly, that's what inspired me to go hard with my lyricism. And before I decided to do Christian hip hop, I did battle hip hop, like, you know what I mean, hardcore hip hop. And I just wanted to use my gifts and talents to glorify God and inspire the people in my environment. You know what I mean? And I knew I had to keep it real, keep it authentic, like you said, to my environment to inspire those people that are where I'm from.
Yeah, you reached out. You reached out well, man. And like I said, you know, the rawness, the authenticism of the track and the song, it just takes me back to, like I said, the last great era of hip hop. And I think you got some really good product on your hands, man. It's going to go far.
I appreciate you.
Certainly.
Thank you so much. Praise God.
Absolutely excellent. Well, Izzy, why don't you come on in and let us know what you have for Fred?
Yeah, I thought it was, you know, really, really good message behind it. I like the intention. I saw that you were a metaverse artist, so I thought that was really impressive, and also futuristic, and even going along the lines of futuristic, right? Even like the video, it also had that color scheme that you kind of you're rocking it right now. So it was good branding, memorable. So I like the play on words, soul winner. And you know, when it comes down to like the actual social media component, I saw that you were doing shorts. So just, you know, just kind of to ask you a quick question, what do you think, or like who specifically were you targeting with this song in particular?
With that song in particular, I'm just targeting everybody. I want to impact people's lives. Whoever hears me, I want them to feel inspired. And also with that song, and being a metaverse artist, I'm really with my group Team 3. We just try and take over the metaverse and inspire people and uplift people in a new space.
That's amazing. Do you mind if I give you just one quick suggestion?
Sure.
Cool. So when you are creating the content, the short form videos and stuff like that, especially in the beginning, when you were explaining that it's like life experiences and stuff like that, if you can get like clear on what exactly, like be very specific on the message and stuff like that, you'll be able to attract the right people. Because life experience is just too vague, and you know everybody has their different experiences.
I understand.
So, yeah, hope that helps.
And Izzy, that was an outstanding review. Now let's go to Aziz and you dig in. Let Fred know how you feel, bro.
Fred, peace, brother. Good to meet you. I love your positive energy, man. I love where the message is going, but you know, I think that, you know, when you talk hip hop, man, I think you got to compete, man. You got to compete with some of the best lyricists of today. And when you got to compete, you just got to bring your, I think you got to bring your bars up a couple of levels. And specifically, I think it should come from a story point of view, a point of view where you talk about personal experiences. You know, it felt more preachery, and if you talk more about how, you know, how the Lord affected you in specific situations where people can relate, you know, something like that happened to me, and that's how I personally, this is the reason why Jesus is for me, and you come from, and you can really be able to relate to as many different people who shared those similar experiences. So if you could really, to me, no matter what the genre, no matter what the industry is in music, it's always about moving emotions. And you gotta, and if you move my emotions, I'm going to buy your record.
Feel you.
Very cool. Aziz going all in now. So Fred, you've heard what everybody has to say. Do you have any questions of your own, or do you have any pushback?
I appreciate everything that everyone said. Definitely taking notes. Want to add it to my game, and just keep pressing forward.
That's what's up. Well, don't you go anywhere, because we got to go from Philadelphia to Boardman, Ohio, and talk to Mark Buccilli right in my own backyard of Boardman. Mark, what's happening, man? I loved the song that you sent in, I Miss You Old Timer. Can you tell us real quickly what the song is about?
Well, the song, my dad passed away from pancreatic cancer New Year's Day, 2004. And during the interim period when he was failing, I wrote the song for him. But I sat on it for 16 years till I found the right singer, Doug Thomas from Warren, Ohio, and we did it up at Toontown in Newton Falls, and that's the story behind that song.
Excellent. Well, I would love to debut it here. Can we roll it?
Yes. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent.
I miss you, old timer, more and more every day. Life's not been the same here since you went away. I'll always remember all the good times we shared, all the lessons you taught me, sitting in that old chair. I'll miss you, old time. It's so sad that you're gone, but you won't be forgotten. You'll always let them on. You're right here with me now. Your blood flows through these veins. It comforts my heartache, but I'm just not the same. I can still see your smile. I can still hear your voice. I know when you left me, it wasn't your choice. Yeah, miss you, old time. We'll both meet up one day, not here but in heaven. When I'll hear you say, it's been quite a long time, but that's all over now. Come join me, mama. Son, you made us both proud. I miss you, old timer. 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 I really miss you, Dad.
And that was I Miss You, Old Timer, Bambo Kino. Come on, Greg, tell us what you think.
I dug it. It was very authentic. It was very conveying emotionally. And even without all of that Nashville polish, which can be a good thing, can be a bad thing, it's the story that's being conveyed. And I thought it went over quite well.
Excellent. Izzy, let us know what you think, dear.
Yeah, the song was really good, and I also loved the video, like the whole setting, the studio, and everyone playing all the instruments live. It was really refreshing to see.
Very cool. Aziz, what did you think about I Miss You, Old Timer?
This one hit me at home, man. I lost my mother at an early age, and you move my emotions, man. When you move my emotions, to me, you got something special.
Excellent. Well, let's go all in. Greg, go a little bit deeper, bro.
Well, when I saw the Hammond, first off, I'm an instrument kind of guy, needless to say. When I saw the Hammond, I was like, okay, what's coming up? And as the song went on, it was so moving that even if you haven't lost anyone in your family, you were able to feel exactly what that is like when someone you love leaves your life and leaves this planet. So, and I mentioned before, without all the Nashville polish, sometimes things are just better off in their raw form. And save for whatever mixing and mastering, whatever, I think that this song is going to grow legs and go really far. So I have to ask you, why did you sit on it for so long before you actually did something with it?
Right. I just couldn't find the right singer, and I got a chance to meet Doug to sing this song, and he said, yeah, and that's the way it worked out. But I held on to it till I found the right singer.
Did it come off the way you intended?
Yes, very much. And like you said, no Nashville polish, all that. I like things minimal and functional. I told those guys when we went in, just keep it simple, keep it stripped down, and let the words say everything. And
that was a brilliant suggestion, and it paid off. The dividends are quite high in that. So again, thumbs up on that, man. Loved it.
Very cool. Very cool.
Okay.
Well, Izzy, what do you have to say?
I think the thing that I noticed the most was nowadays it's hard to come by meaningful music. There's a lot of music out there. The lyrics aren't really that. I don't know. Like, the music nowadays is not as powerful as the song that you have written and created. And with that sense, I really liked it a lot. And it also it reminded me a lot also of kind of music from when I was growing up even, and it's something that I wish we had more of nowadays. But regardless to say, talking a little bit about the social media side of things, I did see the YouTube. I saw that you were posting pretty frequently on YouTube, and if I can just make one suggestion is to try cutting up the videos, because you're posting everything long form horizontal. Just try chopping them up into 15-30 second segments and posting it on as YouTube shorts. And you could even say something like, hey, if you just lost somebody, this song is for you. And that can be the hook to your song to catch people's attention.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
Absolutely excellent. Thank you, Izzy. Now, Aziz, he said he caught your emotions. Can you go a little bit deeper on the song, I Miss You Old Timer?
Yeah, this song right here, it the organ. When I first heard the organ, it just hit me in all the right ways. I just think you hit the nail on the head and everything, with melody, soul, the lyrics, and most important, sincerity. You can feel the sincerity. I believed you, and every band member seemed like they felt what you was feeling. And when you got that type of chemistry, you really can hit home to a listener and drive me into that particular record. I come from more of a visual, like the great Janetta once said, people listen with their eyes. So I'm not the biggest fan of studio videos. I like to see some type of creativity, to mix it up, because we're in a very visual world. And you kind of want the visuals to kind of match the intensity you brought on the particular song. So when you talk about video, it doesn't have to be expensive. You just have to be very creative in how you bring out that piece to the audience. But I loved it. I thought it was great in every possible way. And I could see that song on movies anywhere. It can go far.
Thank you.
Oh, that's absolutely excellent. Well, Mark, you heard everything that Greg, Izzy, and Aziz have to say. Do you have any questions of your own or any pushback?
No, I think it was all great advice. Folks are true pros. They're in the business. And I'm going to listen to anything they have to say, and I'm going to keep that in mind down the road.
That's absolutely excellent. Well, panelists, don't go anywhere. We're going to bring Fred back in because I got to find out, Fred, with a microphone like that, you're hot, brother. What's next for you?
What's next for me? I'm touring with my team in the metaverse. We're going to be doing shows in Spatial.io, the Centraland, And we're working on a Team 3 album, and I'm working on my my own album for myself for the Metaverse tour. And just conquering the metaverse as a team. Team 3, Soul Winner Entertainment.
That's what's up. What's up? Hey, so Mark, what's next for you, man? Are you gonna burn Ohio up, or what's going on, man?
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I'm up at Boss Studio now, working on my jazz, and we're going to finish it up in a little bit. New CDs, Vipers, Vixens, and Vagabonds, and hopefully we'll have it out next year.
Very, very cool. Well, you guys are absolutely on your way. I want to bring the panelists up because I know they're busy doing their thing as well. Greg, you're always on point. What's the next step for you, brother?
Well, along with having some dates with George Clinton and P-Funk at the end of December, I'm just a lab rat, doing recording sessions and doing gigs around town with the Chuck Brown Band. And my horn section of Beltway Horns are the featured front for the Jogo project here in DC. And we've been really hitting the scene hard, not only inside the Beltway, but outside as well.
Very, very cool. And Izzy, I know the Fame Hackers is cracking and popping, and you doing your thing. What's next?
Yeah, pretty much continue doing what we do. We, as I mentioned to you recently, we're starting to help out more, so just like creators in general, not just musicians. So we're really supporting the arts and all the creatives out there.
Oh, that's very cool. Well, I love the Fame Hackers. I'm happy to be a part of that family. And again, I'm happy you're here. Aziz, I know Purple Throne is the hottest thing that ever hit New York. Brother, what's next for you, sir?
Well, we got intentions on bringing forth our Android version to our app, to the Purple Throne application. We getting a lot of demand from, off U.S. shores, and everyone is on Android. So we deep in building that out and spreading the awareness, and letting independent and undiscovered musicians know that they have a home with us where they can get the education they need, the best royalties they need, and the exposure, that they need.
Understood. Well, I really, truly appreciate each one of you coming on the show. You made it a dynamic evening, and that's going to do it for this go-round on Artist Impact. Thanks again to our Impact panel, Greg Boyer, Izzy Bedoye, Aziz M. Bay, and a special thanks to Fred Lane and Mark Buccilli. I tell you what, was a great night. Make sure you support their artistry by going to a show and buying their music and merch. And if you yourself are an artist or you have an original performance music video, submit it to artistimpact.armstrong@gmail.com and let us see if we can impact your career. I'm your host, Jere B. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. God bless.